One chilly October evening, we set out to explore the factory. Armed with flashlights and a reckless sense of adventure, we ventured past the no trespassing signs and entered the cavernous halls. The air was damp and musty, and the only sounds were the scurrying of rodents and the echoes of our footsteps. As we ventured deeper into the factory, the beams of our flashlights revealed towering stacks of rusted machinery and forgotten industrial relics. The flickering lights created eerie shadows that danced on the walls, casting an unsettling atmosphere over the desolation. The further we explored, the more the factory seemed to swallow us into its grim history. Broken glass crunched beneath our feet, and the acrid scent of decay permeated the air. We joked and laughed nervously, attempting to mask our own growing unease. Our bravado quickly dissipated when we reached the basement, a shadowy labyrinth of narrow corridors and rusted pipes. The low ceiling pressed down on us, and the walls seemed to close in as we ventured deeper into the subterranean maze. That's when we heard it, a faint, distant sound that sent a shiver down our spines. It was the sound of footsteps echoing through the tunnels. We froze, our flashlights trembling in our hands as we strained to identify the source. "They're probably just echoes," Jake muttered, but there was no conviction in his voice. The footsteps drew closer, and our hearts raced in terror. We couldn't see who or what was approaching, and our imagination ran wild with sinister possibilities. Panic overcame us, and we turned and fled, footsteps echoing through the labyrinthine passages. In our haste, we became separated, our panicked screams filling the air as we called out to one another. I stumbled through the darkness, frantically searching for my friends, but they were nowhere to be found. The relentless echoes mocked me as I ventured deeper into the basement's labyrinth. Time seemed to stretch out endlessly as I wandered, disoriented and terrified. My flashlight's batteries flickered, threatening to plunge me into complete darkness. Just when I thought I couldn't bear it any longer, I heard Jake's voice, distant but distinct. I followed the sound of his voice, my relief washing over me as I stumbled upon Jake, trembling. He had also lost track of Emma in the chaos. We called out for Emma, but there was no response. We knew we couldn't leave without her, so we decided to search for her together. Our flashlights cut through the oppressive darkness, revealing these eerie surroundings of a labyrinth. As we searched on, we heard the ominous footsteps again. They quickened. Fear seized our hearts, and we quickened our pace as well, calling out for Emma but with increasing desperation. But our calls were met only with the chilling echoes of our own voices. What felt like hours passed on as we scoured the basement, but there was no sign of Emma. The footsteps came and went, randomly. Finally defeated and haunted by the eerie noises, we made the agonizing decision to leave the factory and seek help. Our footsteps echoed one last time as we emerged from the dark depths into the moonlit night. Emma was never found, and the factory remained a place of dread and mystery. The echoes of that night haunted our dreams, a reminder that some horrors are born not from the supernatural, but from the deep, unsettling recesses of the human psyche.